Join us, adventurer, as our crew, under the command of their new captain, sail the seas of Adura. Listen as the curse of the terrible rolls follow their adventures, and fate determines their course. Will the sea take their lives, or will the mysterious island have this honor? Will being level 2 bring them more luck, or will their evil dungeon master just make things harder? Sit back and relax as I take you out of your reality and into my nightmarish dream world. Welcome to the Bros and Dragons podcast. I am your dungeon master and host, Daniel Doc Gentry, and I'm joined by Mike Schmecka.
Yo.
John Sika.
How y'all doing?
Tom, I'm old, not mature, Benson.
Hello.
And Daniel Super Geek Barris.
Hey, hey.
And we are joined once again by one of the admins from Drinking Bros Nerds, the one and only Joe Wood.
Hello, what's up? I got my pumpkin spice latte and I'm ready to go.
We've decided that Joe Wood is a basic white girl. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm alive.
I've got my poetry.
I bet you do.
So the last time, luck saved your ship. You saved 30 prisoners from drowning and all the supplies from the other ship before it went down. It's been about 16 hours and everyone is rested. Mike's character seems to be in a coma, and a giant octopus has latched onto and started climbing up the stern of the ship. The captain just called an all hands on deck. Let's adventure on. Everybody give me an initiative roll.
5.
6.
Hold on.
I rolled a 5.
5.
God damn it. E10.
10. So I need John, Mike, and Tom to roll again.
5.
Mike.
10 for me.
8.
So there's an all hands on deck. You will be joining the battle in 3 rounds. So hopefully they leave you a little piece of this octopi.
There's more than one?
There might be. First up will be John.
I'm going to start running towards the octopus at the stern of the ship.
Good call. Mike, you're in a coma.
Yep.
Tom.
Yes, I'm standing right at the octopus. Attack. 13.
13 hits.
6 points slashing damage.
Let's see. Next up will be Joe.
I am standing right in front of the left tentacle, one of them. I'm going to attack that.
It sounded like you said you're going to tap that.
It did.
He is going to tap that.
Hell yeah, I will. Double fists.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
And I roll a... I do hit. 14?
You can
14
do it.
hits.
14 hits.
All right, rolling for damage. D4 plus 6 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10.
So 10 points of damage, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke.
Because I missed with the first. I go for a right hand blow, and then I go for a reverse with my left. The right hand misses, and the left smacks the tentacle away from my face and dealing 10 hits of damage.
All right, so it's the big guy's turn.
Great.
Oh, yay.
I hope I knock that tentacle far away from me.
So Tentacle 1 first will be Tom. What's your armor class?
18.
Oh, look at that. 14. That's not going to hit.
Sweet.
So it's keeping majority of the tentacle stuck on the deck. It's only using the little ends to try to slap at you at this point. Does 18 hit your armor class, Joe?
Yeah, it does. I have a 17 armor class.
That would be a great character voice. Yeah.
I can do Tom's character.
I once sent a man a horse's head. I put it right next to him in his bed, and he woke up next to it. You should have seen his face.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
I'm so glad you actually got the reference.
5 points of damage, Joe.
You whore.
Yeah, you want one better? So what I need you to do is a Dexterity saving throw.
Ah, you son of a whore. Let's see. Dexterity saving throw.
Yes, sir.
19. 19?
19. You saved.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I do a backflip out of the way.
All right. So, round 2.
Fight.
So, first up again, John's still on his way.
Yep, walking over to him, or running over to him, I guess.
Tom, you're number 2. I kind of screwed that up next time. Go ahead.
All right, I'm taking another swing at this tentacle. 16.
16 hits.
7 points of damage.
Whittling it away. I like it. I hear somebody's TV.
I think that's Dan.
Sorry, that's my wife's watching Face Off.
I just heard the. That's awesome. I'm glad she's watching Face Off. I used to like that show. Tom hits. I was gonna say blood, but octopi stuff will go everywhere.
Sweet.
Mike's still in a coma, and Joe, we're back to you.
All right. I'm going to try for my infamous double fist attack.
That's what she said.
Hell yeah. 17 and 17 plus 6. 23.
23 hits.
All right, rolling 4 damage. 7 damage for the first one and 8 damage for the second.
That's all you got, huh?
Yeah, well, after I did my backflip, I was a little bit away from the tentacles, so I had to actually rush up there, and I didn't have as much power behind it, this double fist attack.
All right, so a good chunk of this tentacle is off, but it's still hanging on by a thread. Next up will be nobody.
Big guy's turn, isn't it?
It is the big guy's turn. Let's see if I can roll better. I might have to get my dice blessed by a witch doctor in Africa. Oh, yeah, we're definitely taking this again, a witch doctor blessing. So it's going to take a swing at both of you, and you're just a little too quick. Get out of the way.
Because I'm a monk.
Do better, dice. Do better. So top of the order, right before we get to the first person, John and Dan's characters are going to show up. And John, you actually get to go first.
Do I really? I thought I was in the... Okay. So at this point, I'd probably be... I'd say right about there, within range. I'm going to withhold my action for right now.
Okay. Tom.
Swinging at that same tentacle. 14.
14 hits.
9 points of damage.
Wow, you chunked that one that time.
Nice.
What does it look like? It's not all the way off, but what does it look like when you cut into the tentacle?
Like a big cut and a purple blood oozing out.
Next in the order will be Mike's in a coma. I just want to keep saying that. Joe.
All right, I'm going to continue on with the double fist attack because it seems to be working well. 19 for the first.
Give me a word picture of how you punch through this and part of the tentacle stays on the deck while the rest of it slides off from pain.
My monk rushes up, grabs the tentacle, and with his right hand punches straight through the tentacle, ripping it off as it slides back down, and I hold on to the tentacle, half the tentacle's arm, as a trophy and tribute.
The tentacle's arm, huh?
Oh,
I was thinking the same thing.
you know what? Fuck you guys. English is hard.
Promise?
English is hard.
Yeah, let's not put this one in the podcast.
I don't know, Joe. It makes for good pod.
I'm starting to hate that phrase.
So, Joe, just for kicks, give me a charisma saving throw. I want to see if ripping this tentacle off of this octopus gave you a chubby.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Does 14 do any kind of saving?
A 14, you definitely are getting a half chub about your arm going through and ripping off this tentacle.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna yell over at Tom's character and say, "Hey, save me the rest."
Dan, you're up.
Can I cast Sacred Flame at this thing?
Sure you can. Now, can you explain Sacred Flame real quick?
I can. It's flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. Range is 60 feet. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Dexterity saving throw, does 20 make it against your DC?
Against my, let me see.
Is it a natural 20?
No.
Always a natural 20. What are you talking about? My spell save DC is 14.
So I made it. Now, and I just want to point out, now the dice want to roll good. Let's see if we can roll good again. Ouch. We'll get to that one, Tom. So I got a natural one. I'm all over the scheme today because I got a natural one against Joe. Excuse me, against Fidget. But I got a natural 20 against the captain.
Son of a bitch.
And the good news for you is this dice isn't working either. 6 whole points of damage, and give me a strength saving throw.
How's an 8?
And so part of the tentacle is still on the boat, but now the last little bit of the tentacle is wrapped around you. Everybody give me a perception check.
Including me?
No, not you, Mike. Sorry, brother.
I had to ask.
22.
11.
17.
Fidget and Captain Martin will notice another
13.
tentacle sliding up the stern of the boat. Our good cleric and our, I believe, good wizard will not be noticing either.
Way to be perceptive, you guys.
My bad.
So it...
See, technically, Joe, I missed it too.
You're excused because, you had one too many.
One too many. Oh,
One
man.
too many what is the question?
Hey, Joe, what are you drinking tonight?
I am not drinking Lead Slingers, even though I wish I had some right now. I got to get with the drinking bros, Vincent Vargas, get him to send me another bottle.
I just wanted to know. You said you've been drinking.
Coffee. Been drinking some coffee. It's been a long day.
Starbucks.
I'm sorry that pumpkin spice season's over.
You know what? I am too. We did have that peppermint mocha season happen, and, I was a little excited about that.
Top of the order, John.
I'm going to run up and hit the nearest tentacle to me. Assuming it's going to be that one.
And which one is that one?
Makes for good pod.
Makes for a great pod. Who is that next to me?
Your mom makes a great pod.
Your face makes a great pod.
I know.
I'm going to hit the one at the very stern of the ship that's kind of coming over towards whoever that is.
Hey, for, the people who aren't, sailors, where's the stern of a ship or
That
boat?
would be the back of the boat.
The aft area.
Or the ass.
No, he said aft.
And I said ass.
All right.
So I am going to go up and hit it with my quarterstaff, at least attempt to hit it with my quarterstaff, and I am going to roll a 16.
The wizard hits with the quarterstaff.
Awesome. And he's going to do a whopping 5 points of damage.
Oh, dude.
He?
Danger over there.
It's only been 16 hours. She got 8 surgeries already?
What do you mean 18 surgeries already?
8 surgeries.
I kind of only have a quarterstaff and lightning lure, but seeing as the captain's hooked, I have a feeling the captain would get zapped.
We'll explain that to John later on.
Yeah, that might be helpful.
You
I
said
think I missed something.
You said he. Check your character sheets.
I meant he is in the octopus. Come on, get with it. Pay attention.
Yeah, but you're talking, John.
When we get back to Tom, I need you to do another saving throw.
13.
So, Tom, I'm sorry to say that wasn't good enough. You're still stuck, and it's releasing that tentacle and dragging your captain down to the water.
Nice.
Well, captain's dead.
Joe, you're up.
I notice that the captain is being dragged towards the water, and I go to hit that tentacle that's holding on to him.
Joe, there's only one way in D&D to know if you saw something happen.
I'm rolling a perception check. Damn it.
Roll good.
13?
13. You will percept.
All right.
With help of your captain screams.
Fuck!
Oh, Captain, my Captain, I'm coming to save you.
Okay, Jack Sparrow.
That makes for good pod, John. Maybe you should do that in a girl voice sometime.
Like, fuck you, Captain, I'm taking over.
I don't have a girl voice. What?
All right, so I'm gonna go attack that tentacle.
That's what she said.
What? I don't even want to know what anime source you go to for that.
You
Are
really
you-
don't.
Are you doing a screen mirror with Tom's porn over there?
It's all about that tentacle porn.
Yeah, it is. 25 and 23.
Both hit.
9 points of damage. Both 9 points of damage.
So
For a
you
total of 18.
you punch it again, and your moment you went for it, you were like, I gotta kill that tentacle, and you do, and it rips off, and your captain, wrapped in the tentacle, falls into the water.
Well, at least he ain't gonna die.
So you moved 10 whole feet. You want to keep moving into the water to save your... Oh, here, let me give you a visual.
Oh yeah, let me see. Where am I at on the board? Okay, as he falls towards the water after I attack the tentacle that was holding on to him, I reach up and I jump overboard, grab the side of the ship, attempt to catch the captain's falling leg.
I'm coming up with a DC now, writing it down. I have it. I need a dex check to make that leap and line yourself up with the captain.
I got this. I got this. D20, do not fail me now.
1.
Don't do this to me.
Oh, sorry.
20.
Nat 20?
No. 14 plus 6.
Okay. And I need a strength, or we'll actually call it an athletics check, to catch him and catch the ship at the same time.
Oh, well, great. I ain't got no athletics. Cross my fingers. Fuck!
So here's what happens. You guys see Fidget jump over the edge, almost like a dive, but he was going too fast, and he went to reach out to grab Captain Martin and the ship and literally whiffed both and looked like a guy trying to pretend to be an airplane. Next in the order will be Dan.
There I go. Right there on the Chingus. Dexterity save.
So you want to try to cast another Sacred Flame, or?
Correct.
All right. Gosh darn it. Natural 1. So you roll a 1d8, correct?
I got a 7.
And radiant damage. If you could hear it scream, it would sound like... But you can't, because that's in the water. You guys don't hear a thing, and you see Mike's character jump over the end of the boat.
Damn.
Mike, give me a attack roll.
14.
14 hits. Can you roll your damage for me? And trust me, he's surprised.
Oh, goody.
Go for the eyes.
18 piercing.
That's all you got.
That's what I've got.
The octopus is going to scream, let go, and start sinking into the water with you attached to him.
I want to jump off. Back onto the boat.
Then give me an acrobatics check.
22.
22. You nimbly land in a crane position, and then give me a perception check.
23.
So you nimbly land in a crane position and look over just to see the last bit of the tunic of the monk going down under the water and some bubbles coming up.
Shit. Now that I'm back on the boat,
Ship.
you've been calling it a boat all night. I think I'm allowed. What do I want to do? See, now that I'm back on the boat, I'm kind of thinking I want to jump off and go get the monk. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go after that monk. What do I need to roll?
Well, you can't see him anymore, so you're just going to dive in the water?
Well, I don't really know the guy.
Your captain's sinking too, by the way.
I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna go in the water. Yeah, I'm just gonna dive right in and see what I can see.
So give me a dexterity. We'll do, straight dex roll.
Natural 20.
So you jump off, do a half gator into whatever, because I don't know dive terminologies. do a couple of front flips and land perfectly into the water, and now you're in the water. John and Dan, give me a wisdom check.
14.
Okay, so I sucked, and I got 5.
That's fine, because John's character is going to know that there are no ladders on this side of the or this point of the ship.
I'm
And
going to look around. Is there a rope or any type of rope ladder anywhere near me?
so that's going to bring us to a skills challenge. I'm going to make it easy. 6 failures or 6 successes, whichever come first. So everybody roll initiative for me.
10.
3.
2.
10. My bad, Tom.
6.
So John 3, Dan 6, Tom 10, Mike 2, and Joe 10. So Joe and Tom, roll one more time for me.
7.
2.
So to start us off in the skill challenge, as always, will be the lucky Mike.
Okay.
There's one loss.
So Mike, your character is in the water. You've jumped in, perfect jump, so you are good. You guys are floating down this way. Both of them are in front of you. Both of them are knocked out right now. What do you do?
Can I see them?
Yeah.
Okay, which one's closer? Are they like equidistant from me, or is one closer than the other?
Hey, Mike, paint me a word picture. How do you think it's going to happen? Because your role will determine if whatever you're thinking is going to work.
I'm going to see if I can perceive which one is closer. So, I'm going to try to roll perception and see which one's closer.
Save the monk. You save the world.
I rolled a 22.
Wait, that's going to work great, but we're just going to mull over one of the greatest hero references of all time.
Save the monk.
Yeah, I
Save
got
the
it.
world.
I saw Tom laughing too.
Yeah, you perceive that the captain is closer to you. In fact, you perceived it so well that you grabbed onto the captain and you are merely inches away, but it is not your turn. John.
I am going to use history to see if I remember if there is anything around that I can grab to potentially bring them back on board.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm going to roll a nat 20 for that.
Are ya? Well, you're going to know that there is going to be a couple of bundles of rope on the sides of the ship that you're going down. And all the way towards the rear, you'll remember there was a rope ladder.
Hey, Doc.
Yes, sir.
I know I wasn't here last time, but the time before that, I remember picking up rope and a backpack. Do I still have those things?
So here's my question. Without metagaming, without trying to make things possible, answer this one question. You live on this ship. Would you be carrying around a backpack and rope with you?
Negative.
Okay.
I didn't know I lived on the ship.
So that was John. That brings us to, hey, Dan, it's your turn.
I'm going to try to, you said there was ropes on the side of the ship?
You don't know that unless you want to try to roll some kind of check. But if you roll a history, you will roll it at disadvantage.
How about perception check on rope on the side of the boat?
Sure. If you want to turn around and look down the side of the boat and give me a perception check.
That's a D20.
It is, plus your perception modifier.
Great. I suck.
Well, I'm glad to know this.
I'll be here all week. Yeah, I got a 7.
I love that you couldn't even lie about it. Okay. So you look down the side.
I didn't. I wouldn't lie about it.
You look down the side of the ship and you don't see anything.
Nothing.
Well,
Like on the Never-Ending Story?
well, they're kind of hidden, so you wouldn't have saw them. But you don't know that. That's metagaming. Tom, your character is now awake but under the water. So what's going on?
Athletics check to
So
Hope you make that.
I heard athletics check, but you kind of
I want
went
to
in
swim
and
to
out.
the surface if I'm underwater.
All right, athletics check to swim to the surface.
How's 18?
18. You swim to the surface. And now you pulled the monk away, or excuse me, you pulled Mike's character away from Fidget.
I did.
But let's see what happens. Fidget,
Right here.
you're up.
Am I unconscious?
No, you're awake now, but you're a little disoriented.
Am I able to, perceive my surroundings being disoriented? Good. I'm going to look around and see where the ship is at. See if I can start swimming to where my comrades are, if I can perceive where they're at in my dazed and confused.
Idiom.
Yeah, that one. Perception check?
Go ahead.
I swear to God, if this D20 doesn't work, 13 plus 13, perception is plus 5. Is 18 work?
18 works.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I perceive everything.
So you realize you're upside down, and as you perceive towards your feet, you will see the captain and Mike's character just waiting at the surface.
I'm going to go ahead and yell, hey, on the ship, boat, thingy, throw us a rope.
So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the blank that you righted yourself up and swam to the surface.
Yeah.
Did you do that underwater?
No, I tried yelling underwater and realized I was still underwater and haven't broken the surface because I was dazed and confused. And so I'm going to go ahead and swim to the surface and then repeat what I just yelled underwater after I cough up a lung.
So top of the order, Mike.
You said I'm holding on to the captain?
You're still holding on to the captain, yeah.
I want to know, as much as I can, swim back towards the boat, the ship, the vessel, whatever you want to call it. Would that be athletics?
Yes.
13.
Hey, everybody, Mike made it.
Woo!
Holy cow.
Hey, I've made all my skill checks tonight, I believe.
So,
Not last game.
Mike's grabbed on.
I said tonight, not last game. Just saying.
Well, just to recap, for those who did not listen to last week's podcast, Mike ended up unconscious due to the fact that he could not make any of his saving throws last week.
Yeah. I also investigated a guy's asshole, so.
Might explain why he went unconscious, too.
Wow.
So, John, you're up.
I am going to run down the stairs and use investigation to see if I can find where that rope ladder was. Whew, yeah, so to do that, I'm going to roll a natural 1.
So what happens, John, is you think the ladder's over here.
Oh.
All right,
For a
I'm
second
going to
there.
run back up the stairs because I think it's up toward very, very back of the ship. And I am just going to start searching the back of the ship around where the steering wheel is.
John's gone. Mike went. That brings us to Dan. So, Dan, your cleric sees this bundle of ropes because you don't need a perception check. You probably tripped over it a little bit.
I'm going to toss the rope to these two over here.
Okay, we're going to call that a sleight of hands.
What do I roll there?
If you look on your sheet under skills, towards the bottom, it says sleight of hand and has a number. Roll a d20 and add the modifier.
I have 0 there.
Then roll a d20 and give me the number.
Sir. 5.
As you go to throw the rope, you throw the entire rope into the water right in front of the captain and Fidget.
Great.
Good job.
Thanks.
Great. Deja vu all over again.
Hey, at least it wasn't me who did it this time.
Tom, you're up.
Shit. Well, can I? Well, I guess I'm just gonna swim until can I perceive that ladder is there?
Okay, we can do a perception check, but first, as you said you go to swim, you're going to get your hands tangled up in a little bit of rope.
Cool. So what do you want me to do?
So if you still want to do a perception check, that's fine.
How's 11?
11 makes it. You see it. You all have survived the skill challenge. What happens is you will float over to the ladder, and both the captain, Martin, and Fidget will grab onto the ladder, while Mike's character climbs up the side of the ship because she's impatient.
Damn straight she is.
Sounds like a woman to me. Can we edit that out of the pod?
All right, there goes half our listeners. Oh,
You sexist.
Right? To all my listeners, your listeners, our listeners, it would explain why I have as many divorces as I do.
So for the octopus fight and the skill challenge, everybody gets 120 XP.
Considering I saved the captains behind, do I get like a bonus XP?
You might get a raise, but
great save.
so what happens now is, as the captain and Fidget come out of the water, everybody's running, obviously, scared that the captain's going down because he threatened to take the ship down with him. Go ahead and roleplay this out.
So much for trying to take the ship with you.
I'm still alive. Wasn't that bad.
You're
Yeah.
alive because of me.
You
Yeah.
almost dunked me under the water.
I tried to get you. Didn't work that great, but I tried, so be thankful.
You did go up and over. I thought for sure you were a goner.
I'm just saying the octopus could have grabbed you and held you under. I knocked you free.
Yeah, but you were the one who hit the damn octopus.
Semantics.
So what you're saying is you saved him from your fuck up.
We don't have to go that far back into detail. We got a lot of things going on. It happened so fast.
Well, the important thing is you saved him. We still have a ship.
All I learned tonight was that tentacles have arms. Just remember that. Thanks, Joe.
And somebody here gets a chubby from cutting him off.
All I'm saying is that I told the captain to save me that tentacle arm.
That's how you get off at night?
You got a semi-chub from it.
All right, so he halfway gets off with it.
He just wasn't getting enough time to finish.
It's because it's the captain's fault. He was telling me to hurry.
Oh, likely story.
So you're all interrupted as a crewmate comes up.
Wait, we have a crewmate?
You have 30 crewmates.
The people we saved.
Oh, I thought that they were just, serfs, land lubbers.
And we didn't throw them overboard, so they became our crew.
Glorious.
And he hands a piece of paper to the captain and says, here's the report of the supplies for the ship, sir.
I'm just looking at some hentai.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I am so
Yeah,
glad you
boy,
said that.
Get with it. All those tentacle arms.
Oh, yeah.
You guys in that tentacle porn.
Yeah, Cthulhu Futagan, baby.
The stars at night are aligned and right.
Nope.
Deep in the heart of real yay.
Tom, I'm sorry. Martin Firewell receives that boat report. Did you have a chance to look over it?
Yeah, I'll look at it.
Soup of the day is whiskey.
Whiskey.
As long as that soup is made out of lead slingers whiskey.
It can be.
Hey, Doc, be careful right there. Make sure you swallow.
First off, fuck you. Second off, we can stop plugging the Lead Slingers whiskey now, Joe.
I just want to see your face. You can edit the fuck out of that shit.
I love everybody at Drinking Brothers and Drinking Brothers Nerd, and I do understand that is one of the products they have, but we don't need to mention it every 30 seconds.
Oh, I'm trying to be like those 1920s and 1930s radio show programs where, Johnson's Wax, where the toughest stains get taken out with Johnson's Wax and cleaning supplies and shit. I don't know. Have you ever watched those, listened to those old radio programs?
Yeah.
They plug and play everything, even into the dialogue. It's hilarious.
They plug and play it, huh? Right.
They were ahead of their times, Dan.
Yes, I guess so.
I'd ask Tom about, where he was when he used to listen to them as they broadcasted for the first time.
Who's that?
Wow.
So I'll take this note and I'll hand it to Morthos.
Okay.
Morthos, keep track of this.
Is that all you say, Tom? Just mysteriously here keep track of this?
I like this. 2 black sails. They feel funny.
You're the new quartermaster.
Okay, I got it. Read it. Yep.
Andrew, the new quartermaster. Did you get that part? I'm going to take that as a yes.
I'm sorry?
Guess not.
No, I heard I'm the new quartermaster.
Oh, okay.
That. Yeah.
And then I said, did you get that? And then there was this long pause. I'm just, okay,
Well,
I'll take that as a yes.
Cut out. That's why I heard.
Well, I tell everybody to stop downloading porn when we're doing this.
I can't help myself. He's talking about tentacles, man. Gotta do something. I'm gonna have Amanda put on her Cthulhu costume tonight. Did I say that out loud just now?
No, I do not have it on recording to put it on the podcast.
Mama Jane probably wouldn't appreciate it.
Big shout out to Mama Jane, though. Every time I put up a post about the podcast, she is Johnny on the spot to send it out.
She loves you, buddy. You know that.
And I love her.
Yeah.
Everybody splits up, obviously. Now, you're the new quartermaster. You've got to go figure out where all this stuff is, because it's obviously a list of everything, not what room it's in.
I didn't get any quarters.
The quartermaster gets to sleep on the bunks with everybody else.
No, quarters. Quarters. Ah, never mind.
I don't get it. Is this some kind of currency joke?
Yeah.
Brother, I'm married. I don't know what money looks like.
I'm divorced. I know way more than you about how much money does not look like.
You get to see it before you give it away.
No, I don't. Hey, real quickly, in-game, Fidget, the monk, notices that the ship has been sailing and no one's at the helm. So he rushes over to go grab the helm before we crash into anything.
Like another octopus?
He's hoping.
Well, I'm hoping this time will last a lot longer than last battle.
It's all about stamina, brother.
Well, I'm only level 2. Not much stamina here. It's kind of a 1-2 pop and I'm done.
Oh, you're talking in-game. Never mind. Sorry. Thought we were talking about something else. Tom, did you want to cover the other thing in this little roleplay adventure or no?
Sure. And he'll say to, what the hell's her name? Fidget, you're second in command. Go take the helm.
Aye, Captain by Captain. As I rush valiantly towards the helm.
Valiantly.
With pride swelling in deep within my chest at being chosen as second in command.
Don't trip over the rope on your way there.
Wait, shit, hold on a second. Perception check?
I need a dexterity check. I was just thinking that.
Hold on a second. Perception check to see if I notice the rope?
Sure, give me that first. Disadvantage.
Damn it. Disadvantage. God damn it. I'm not even going anywhere. That's it right there. 7.
So, Joe, give me a dexterity check. Or, I'm sorry, acrobatics check.
9.
Plus?
Nothing.
You have nothing in acrobatics.
Not even a +1.
I know you have 4 dexterity score. That's impossible.
No. Were you acrobatics?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm thinking athletics. Acrobatics, 9 plus 6. Math is hard for me. 15.
Who whispered?
I heard the voice of Cthulhu.
Yes, you did.
So your monk's doing his valiant walk as he's looking up and not down where he should be, and he almost trips over a rope, but goes into a front row and keeps walking like nothing happened.
Like a fucking boss, and I look back and I flip everyone off. Making a kind of intimidation check, like, don't fuck with me.
Give me an intimidation check.
0 charisma. 0 charisma. 0 charisma.
9.
The entire crew, with a big smile, flips you off back.
Awesome.
So later on, everybody's going to go about their way. I'm adding... God, I say a lot. I'm adding an item to Tom's notebook. You'll find that in your cabin. I also need Tom to roll a perception check +2. You're going to be checking the map and the tools and using the navigation stuff to make sure you're still on course.
20.
Oh, yeah, you're slightly off course. So you tell Fidget to make his corrections, and you're back on course. And that is where we're going to end it for this session. So we go to shameless plugs. We'll start with Tom Benson.
At Bros Old Guy on Twit.
Daniel Barris.
Brondo, the thirst quencher. It's got what plants crave.
Hey, Dan, you're working on a new project. You want to talk about that a little bit?
I am.
Don't you have a GoFundMe out there for...
Oh, yeah. I'm making a Zelda game. It's a remake of the original, pixel for pixel, but with a third quest. It's I'm doing some updated graphics and let me get you my GoFundMe page. So it's GoFundMe.com/ZeroLegend. One word, Zero Legend.
And Michael Schmecka?
Nothing really going on right now.
John Sika?
Still trying to understand Twitter. I've only got 16 followers, and I'm currently following 13. My Twitter handle is Choo13. That is CHOOWOO13. Come on, people. I need to catch up on this Twitter thing.
And thank you, Joe Wood, for coming out and playing with us. Your shameless plug for the evening.
Drinking Bro Nerds, not myself. This one will be, if you want to check out all the awesome things Doc is doing, he likes to share what he's doing over the Facebook group. And, let me restart this over again because I'm at a loss of words.
That's fine. Take your time.
I'm tired.
You can edit.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want him to edit a lot, but English.
It's not a second language, people.
Right there, just for you, John. Look up. There we go. Look at that look of amazement on his face. Drinking Bro Nerds. This plug is shamelessly for them, because without the nerd community, I wouldn't be here hanging out with Doc and John and Mike and Tom and Dan. But, thank you guys for having me, and everybody else, I hope to see you some other time.
As always, we're on Twitter at Bros and Dragons. You can check us out at Facebook, give us a like, or join the page. John Sika set us up with a Snapchat, which I bet you we forgot to do tonight, but we will continue not to forget to do that and send out pictures.
I did Instagram it.
We're on other social media platforms. Just search Bros and Dragons. From the rest of the group, I am DM Doc, which, believe it or not, you can find me at Twitter at I am DM Doc. If you have any submissions for art, backgrounds, character types, classes, whatever it could possibly fit into a 5e D&D campaign, please email us at brosanddragons@gmail.com. And remember to live your dreams.
I also investigated a guy's asshole, so...